Minsan kasi yung pakiramdam natin mag-isa, parang sa pamilya natin, baka tayo pa lang yung nag-explore sa pag-i-invest. May mga kakilala tayo na 6 months ago, nagtanong na yan, oh, ganito yung market, ano yung recommendation mo?
Oo
Kung
nga.
kausapin natin today, oh, ginawa mo ba yung recommendation namin? Hindi pa rin.
Ewan ko, correct me if I'm wrong, pag nagsa-stocks ka kasi, sobrang volatile nan. Pwedeng pag mag-invest or mag-buy ka now, tomorrow bumagsak siya, tapos iisipin mo, if hindi ka pa sanay sa investing, lugi ka na. Meron ba kayong early money mindset mistake? Kasi ako, meron. Of course, kayo, meron din yan.
This is the sign. Seriously, this is a sign
Sign na to.
given to us by the universe na gawin mo na yung kailangan mong gawin.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to Ramver Studios where we help Filipinos achieve their financial dreams. Muli, ako si Ann Tricia, your host for Ramver Studio, and this episode is very special kasi meron naman tayong bagong makakasama at makakakwentuhan when it comes to financial. Some of you may know him and some of you may don't, pero usually nakikita nyo siya sa mga contents natin sa YouTube and even sa TikTok and mga short reels natin. So we are here today together with Sir Enro Mendoza, our Vice President for Strategy and Business Transformation ng Ramver Financials. Hello po, Sir Enro. Welcome
Thank you
sa
very
ating
much.
studio.
Yeah, Trisha, grabe. Very exciting that we have this Ramper Studios now, no? Now we get to really talk about yung mga concepts na sinishare natin sa ating ka-RFFs.
So, usapang investing. Sir Enro, matanong ko lang, ilang taon na kayo nag-i-invest?
Actually, when I look back, no, kasi nag-update rin ako ng speaker profile pag na-invite ako magsalita. And it's been 13 years.
13
13 years na, no? So, I started
tagal na.
investing when I was 18 and kaka-31 lang natin. So, in total, 13 years na pala akong invested sa stock market.
Ay, okay. So, matagal-tagal na din talaga.
Oh, teenage na ang experience natin.
Okay. So, for that, Sir Enro, looking back then, nung 18 years old ka, pag pinag-uusapan nating investment or finance, pera, anong unang pumasok sa isip niyo nun?
Actually, I think if I look back, sobrang laking blessing na financially responsible yung parents ko. As you mentioned nga, syempre dad ko si Boss Rex, no, dito sa office, and our mom Ana. So, growing up, sobrang pinapag-usapan talaga yung pera. Laging ini-instill nila sa amin yung mga lessons about saving, about investing. So, it wasn't entirely taboo. It wasn't really new, no, nung nag-18 na ako, hindi na ako minor, at makapag-open na tayo ng mga accounts natin sa mga banks, sa mga brokerage natin, and whatnot. So, it wasn't entirely new, and that's a blessing that I had. I think one thing, no, that comes to mind when you asked me that question was really the guidance. Parang hindi ako mag-isa, and I think when we're talking about investing, lalo na sa context natin with Filipinos, no, minsan kasi yung pakiramdam natin mag-isa. Parang sa pamilya natin, baka tayo pa lang yung nag-explore sa pag-i-invest, or sa group of friends natin, tayo pa lang yung nag-open up about these things, no? About investing, saving. So, it was very beneficial for me, lalo na at that age, no? 18. When we're talking about finance, medyo bata pa lang yun, ang haba ng runway before retirement. And it felt natural. It felt like a progression from just managing my daily allowance sa school and then saving up from mga Christmas gift, yan, mga birthday gift. And then eventually, nung nag-18 na tayo, that's when I started investing.
Pero Sir Enro, matanong ko lang din po, was there a time na na-overestimate or underestimate nyo yung pera back then? Money talks.
I think the first pivotal moment, no, was syempre in investing, my risk involved, di ba? So una, and I'm sure Trisha na experience mo rin to. Nung una when nag-invest tayo, maganda pag green eh. Pag green yung portfolio natin, pag nakita natin, uy, this week, mas mataas na yung pera ko compared to last week. Pero minsan nag-shift yung perspective natin pag hindi tayo sanay na, uy, bakit may red? Oo, bumagsak siya. And yun nga, it's highly emotional, di ba? Money is highly, yun nga, behavioral. And parang, dahil nga may risk, it's like, maglalagay ba ako this month? Kasi medyo red. So, in our heads, and we always share this, no, sa ating mga YouTube videos na dapat nga, mas nag-a-add tayo pag bumababa yung market, pag red. Pero minsan, parang ayaw mong sundan eh. Ayaw mong gawin yung kailangan mong gawin. And that's one thing that I learned early on na it's not as easy. And it's not linear, no, na pag nag-add kang ganito every month, talagang for sure 100% pataas lang yan ng pataas. It's not like that when it comes to investing, no? Smart investing means risk management. So eventually, that's what we learned, no? And lalo na, very recently, may mga crisis tayo, may pandemic. Talagang yun, na-test talaga yung endurance mo sa investing journey mo. Kasi noon talaga, compared to pre-pandemic na okay, some green, some red. Nung pandemic, lahat red. Would you believe that? Oo, pula lahat. So, and it's not just 5 digits, minsan 6 digits siya. So, syempre at that time, pera, hard-earned money. Minsan kino-compare pa natin, yung pera na to is equal to the number of hours that we work. So parang pag kinompute mo ng ganon, oh my gosh, in the red ako. These are the number of hours that I need to work to recoup those investments. Pero yun nga, what we need to do is not necessarily detach, but to ensure na yung mindset natin, long-term tayo mag-isip, na nilagay natin itong investments na to for a specific purpose, for our long-term goals, medium-term investments for our medium-term goals, and just stick to the strategy and trust the process. I think, yun nga, it wasn't just in one day, natutunan mo na yung strategy na yun eh. Parang it was really maybe a few weeks or a few months na kailangan yung sikmura mo talagang matibay eh. Kasi yun nga, investing is really about risk management.
Usually kasi, yung mga car-FFs natin, siguro dahil this is more money talks, financial talks, maraming mga jargons talaga na nahihirapan silang maintindihan. So, ano kaya yung para may help natin dito kay Ramford to help them mas mag-sink in sa kanila yung mga advices na binibigay natin?
I think that's where learning really comes in. Kasi early on, we know, no, syempre during in school, education is parang fixed within the four walls of the classroom. Pero we know now, no, na after graduation, parang we have to keep learning. We have to keep growing. Learn about finances, watch our videos, and also I encourage others to watch other creators as well. Look at people who you look up to, ano ba yung mga relevant na topics na talagang pinag-uusapan ng ibang tao so that you can appreciate finances and you make sure, no, na that appreciation leads to action. Kasi I don't wanna say naman na let's keep learning kasi parang yung generation natin ngayon, medyo addicted tayo to learning. Diba? We join seminars, yung iba nga tawag na seminarista. Kasi laging seminar yung attend ng attend. Pero addicted to education, pero allergic to execution. And minsan, similar to riding a bike, it's in the actual action na naglo-learn tayo how to do it. Kasi yun nga eh, like riding a bike, you can't really learn to ride a bike by reading a book about it, watching a YouTube video about it, learning an article about it. You have to really do it yourself, no? You have to get out there, borrow a bike, ride on it, and pedal. Yes, mahulog ka minsan, madudulas ka, ma-off balance ka, pero that's really how you learn. And I think we share that experience with our ka-RFFs. Hindi naman tayo perfect. Talagang may mga mistakes rin tayo in the past, no? May mga regrets rin tayo na maliliit. But looking back, those mistakes helped you grow eh. May mga kakilala tayo na 6 months ago, nagtanong na yan, oh, ganito yung market, ano yung recommendation mo? Kung kausapin natin today, oh, ginawa mo ba yung recommendation namin? Hindi pa rin. Diba? Kasi nga, yun nga, takot or baka kailangan lang ng extra nudge to have that bias for action.
Pero sabi nga daw, Sir Enrof, minsan, hindi naman talaga nila problema yung pera. Yung takot lang talaga yung nangunguna sa kanila. Kung bakit sila napipigilang mag-invest. Pero anong takeaway nyo doon?
Oo nga. I see those comments, no, na ano ba yung best product na gusto kong investan? Sino bang partner yung pagkatitiwalaan? Ano ba yung first move na kailangan in my life stage? And I think that's the importance, no, of really going to a credible, a licensed wealth advisor or financial advisor that can really help you. Kasi kami sa Ramver, we have this fiduciary duty. And what that means is, kailangan best interest of the client in mind. Hindi dapat dahil commission or dahil we want to please this certain partner. Hindi, kailangan si client muna. That's why it's goal-based investing. It's investing towards your financial goals kasi it will be based on a lot of factors. And personal finance is highly personal, di ba? Lahat tayo, iba-iba yung challenges, iba't iba yung life stage. So we ask those questions, we probe. How are you in terms of your debt management? May utang ka ba? May emergency funds ka na ba? May protection ka na ba? Are you married or single? May dependents? Who is living with you? Ano yung bill? So lahat ng ito, minsan hindi mo makukuha sa DIY eh. So you really need to talk to someone, a professional, who can really guide you towards achieving your financial goals. At hindi lang yun, not just talking to the right people and approaching the right institutions. I think very important rin is being part of a community and a good community. I think I use the analogy of a fitness community or a gym. Madali lang kung grupo kayo kasi medyo may accountability, and ikaw, Trisha, dancer ka. Sobrang daling pumunta sa training pag lahat kayo magkakasama, di ba? And you're all working towards the same choreography, may contest kayo, so may goal kayo na you want to achieve together. Ganun rin sa finances, ganun rin sa fitness lives natin. We want to be part of a group or at least an accountability partner, no? At least one lang para you can push each other and make sure, no, na you're taking the right steps towards achieving your goals, 'di ba? Kasi big believer tayo dito sa Ramper na you can't do it alone eh, 'di ba? Financial success is a team sport. You have to do it with your family, your partner, or even to start your group of friends.
So dito pala mga ka-RFF, we also have a community, okay? So ang tawag sa kanya is Ramver Online Community. Ilalagay na lang din namin sa link if you're looking for mga guidance. Kasi alam nyo doon, everyone, you can ask questions kapag nalilito kayo. We also have financial advisors out there. And even yung mga kapwa ka-RFF nyo, tutulungan kayo dyan. Okay? So again, please don't forget to look at our links. And ang tawag sa kanya is Ramver Online Community.
Tsaka i-teaser na rin natin na for this year, 2026, magkaka-live sessions na rin tayo sa Ramper Online Community. So we had clamor nga na ang daming tanong, we want, yun nga, parang to guide them through it step by step, and sometimes yung comments natin o sagot sa mga tanong nila is not enough. So that's why we heard you, ka-RFFs. We will start doing mga live sessions sa ating Ramper Online Community. So don't miss out. Pag hindi pa kayo part, syempre, hindi nyo makikita yung mga live sessions na yon. So please, join the Ramper Online Community. As Trisha said, no, maglalagay kami ng link sa description.
Back then, meron ba kayong early money mindset mistake? Kasi ako, meron. Of course, kayo, meron din yan. Pwede nyo bang ma-share?
I think, looking back, parang I really wanted to prioritize earning more versus investing more. Parang may mindset ako na pag mataas yung kita ko, pag nakaipon ako from my side hustles, doon na ako mag-i-invest. And I think that was the dilemma, no? Yun yung nag-stop sa akin from investing early on kasi yun nga I had adult money, pero I also had adult expenses. But I think nag-shift yung mindset ko when I realized, parang ilang months na, hindi na ako nag-i-invest. Parang before kasi, syempre nung college pa tayo, we didn't have those expenses. Halos every month, every few months, nagdadagdag tayo. Pero nung nagtatrabaho na tayo, parang that was a span of maybe 3 or 4 months na hindi ako nag-add sa aking investment. So, I thought something had to happen for me to invest. Pero looking back, everything I needed was already within me. Kailangan lang ayusin ko. Kailangan lang I had to create a budget, I had to set goals, no? Whether that's weekly or monthly, to invest in my investment instruments.
So, parang sinasabi niya, Sir Enro, nung time na yun, nawala yung momentum niyo sa pag-i-invest.
Oo, tama, Trisha. Parang hindi lang momentum, parang drought talaga.
Mm-mm.
Whatever was there invested, stay there. Hindi naman ako nag-redeem or withdraw. Pero hindi na lang siya nadagdagan. As we both know, best talaga yung magdadagdag ka every week. Or sorry, not every week naman. Every month or every few months.
Sa mga starting investor kasi, minsan, based lang din sa mga friends ko, lagi na lang sinasabi sa akin, parang hesitant silang mag-invest kasi may kahati yung lifestyle nila. Na-invest na malalagay lahat sa lifestyle nila, kahati yung investment. But is it possible na while you invest, you still have this certain lifestyle? Kasi yun nga, as a single, na wala pa namang responsibility, wala pa namang money, parang lahat ng pera talaga sa'yo. Okay.
Exactly. I think, yun nga, going back, that's one of the mistakes. And not to say it's bad na manglibre kayo, pero I think ang dami kong times nang libre nung time na yun na hindi ako nag-invest. And when I reflected, yun nga, it really went to those late nights. Syempre, gigimik ka, inuman. May mga friends pa ako that own bars, so I was supporting their business. So, in a way, yes, it felt good na manglilibre ka kasi ikaw yung kumikita. But it also hindered me from achieving my long-term goals. And syempre for this generation, medyo mahirap nating makita yon right away kasi we live in an instant world eh. Parang instant gratification. One click lang, pwede ka nang bumili online, pwede kang kumuha ng food so hindi ka nagugutom. Sa mga dating apps natin, swipe left, swipe right, may date ka na agad. So very instant, no? So the challenge is, how do we bring the future today? Parang paano natin ma-visualize yung future self natin, yung lahat ng gusto nating ma-achieve, at ma-feel natin yun, ma-experience natin yun today. And that's something that I learned over time. It wasn't instant. Pero what works for me, na baka mag-work sa inyo ka-RFF, talagang dream board. Talagang kailangan may dreams ka at i-visualize mo. So visualization was my way of bringing the future in the now. Kasi kung hindi mo na-experience yun, hindi mo pinut in paper, pinut in pictures, parang mahirap siyang abutin, mahirap siyang actionan kasi parang ang layo pa. Hindi mo ko pa kailangan kasi ang layo pa. So the tendency is, we delay it, we put it aside. And then yun nga, going back to your comment earlier, minsan yung mga late na, yung mga 50s na, nakikita natin to sa mga YouTube comments natin, doon lang sila tumitingin mag-invest. Diba?
Kasi mga ka-RFF, sa paniniwala ko kasi, 20s talaga, like literally the moment na naging legal ka is the perfect time to invest, okay? Kasi dito, of course, wala pa tayong masyadong responsibilities. Usually by 30s, 40s, ayan, dyan na kayo mag-start mag-family, no? So usually, ang common reason, hindi rin kayo makapag-invest kasi pamilya nyo unahin nyo di ba? And ayun nga, as mentioned by Sir Enro, most of the comments din talaga nakukuha namin are those na malapit na mag-retire. Doon pa lang nila nagugustuhang mag-invest. Although there's nothing wrong naman, no, mga ka-RFF, to invest at that certain age. Pero sayang din kasi yung opportunity back then na kung nakapag-invest na tayo. And if you are a KRFF na nasa 20s, 30s pa, take this as a sign na mag-start na kayo mag-invest.
Oo nga, pause lang tayo kasi let's take this as a sign. Kung naghahanap kayo ng sign na buksan na yung investment account, Ramper online account, or baka approve na kayo tas wala pa kayong investment, this is the sign. Seriously, this is a sign
na to.
Given to us by the universe na gawin mo na yung kailangan mong gawin. Diba, Trisha?
Yes po. And of course, since we talk about the common beginner mistakes, next naman natin is, what is the safer way to start investing? Kasi pag sinabi ng investing, ang usual kasi na narinig ng mga tao for sure is stocks, crypto, real estate. Ano yung magandang magandang platform or magandang investment na pagsisimulan ng mga Pilipino?
I think since we always talk about mindset and behavior, I'll start with that. Kasi early on in my investing journey, yun nga, lots of changes, turbulations, kasi hindi pa ako sanay na roller coaster ride pala siya. But when I go back to the fundamentals, no, na kailangan wala kayong bad debt, walang utang, nag-earn ka ng stable, may emergency fund, tapos may protection, parang it gave me the confidence na okay, kahit na medyo rocky yung investments ko, hindi naman ako back to zero. I think that gave me the confidence na yun nga, I can in a way make mistakes, I can rebalance my portfolio, I can reposition it para mag-grow siya over time. Kasi minsan, yung iba, may utang na, wala pang emergency fund, tapos mag-i-invest agad. Kasi yun nga, get rich quick. Gusto nila na overnight success. I think number 2, in terms of where to start, ako rin, ang dami kong na-try diba? I went into stocks, both locally and globally. Nag-real estate rin tayo, diba? My older sister is a broker, so syempre siya yung expert doon. Pero I would highly suggest our KRFFs to still look into professionally managed funds. Yung main thesis ko kasi talaga is it's the best way to start and it's the best way to diversify. If you're still starting out in your journey, it's best to put your hard-earned money into professional fund managers. Ito yung full-time job nila, 'di ba? Every day, they need to look at the news. They need to look at the financial markets, study the charts, the technicals, and the fundamentals of companies. We don't have time for that, 'di ba? We are long-term investors. Hindi tayo traders. The markets move every day, but the ordinary Filipinos, us included, we cannot, 'di ba? So I would rather put my energy into being able to contribute more, invest more in my portfolios instead of doing the trades, the buying, the selling, and the research. So that's one, no? Looking into professionally managed funds. So there are a few benefits to this. I'll try to run through some of the key things. One is, syempre, yun nga, as I mentioned, professional fund management. Parang you put fees into work put into your strategy and into your daily work for your investing. So I compare this to, let's say, a driver. Ikaw ba yung magmamaneho ng kotse mo? Ikaw yung yun nga, magbe-brave ng traffic sa EDSA? Tapos late ka na sa meeting mo, maghahanap ka pa ng parking. Pipila ka pa sa parking. So all of these stress combined, I would rather hire a driver to take me through it. I just need to get from point A to point B. Tapos, habang nandun ako sa backseat, nagtatrabaho ko, I can be productive kasi that's a better use for my time. So, I liken that to investing as well. So, yun, that's the first benefit, professional fund management. Number 2, instant diversification. Kasi starting out sa stock market, kailangan medyo may capital ka na to be able to buy significant portions of stocks and medyo may concentration risk ka pa. Kasi if you want to buy, let's say, Ayala Malls, BPI, or Globe, medyo higher than 1,000 yung kailangan mong invest. May mga minimums to. Pero sa mutual funds or UITFs, karamihan sa funds natin as low as 1,000 pesos only. So sa 1,000 pesos na yon, instant minimum 30, 50 companies na yung pera mo. So let's say in an index fund, that's already minimum 30 companies and that's 30 of the biggest companies in the Philippines. Diba? So instant diversification. But third, low capital requirement. You don't need to be a millionaire to start. Diba? If, yun nga, minsan myth yun na, for me to invest, kailangan millions na.
Maraming pera.
Oo, kasi let's look at your typical investment. Real estate. Diba, ang mahal-mahal na ng real estate. Milyones na yung kailangan mo. Let's look at a franchise, yung Jollibee. kailangan 30 plus million para sa isang franchise. Pero sa mutual funds or UITFs, 1,000 pesos lang. And then the third one, the clincher is really tax-free. Dito sa Pilipinas, the government incentivizes our Filipino investors to invest in funds kasi tax-free siya. Whatever you redeem, that's already net of all of the taxes.
And paano naman ito na poprotektahan ang mga investors to early mistakes? Amon ko, correct me if I'm wrong, pag nagsa-stocks ka kasi, sobrang volatile nan. Pwedeng pag mag-invest or mag-buy ka now, tomorrow bumagsak siya, tapos iisipin mo, if hindi ka pa sanay sa investing, lugi ka na. But for mutual funds, since meron tayong tinatawag na diversification, kung may isang bumagsak man dyan na company, hindi mo dadamay lahat since it's diversified. So parang from that way, it's kinda natutulungan ma-protect yung money kasi not a big chunk of it is lost.
Yeah, so, and I think to add to that, it's also the sense of you're not doing it alone kasi yung mutual funds or UITFs, it's a pool of money eh. It's thousands or sometimes hundreds of thousands of investors. Let's say ako si investor A, ikaw Trisha, investor B, dito investor C, D. Thousands tayo and we're putting on our hard-earned money. And itong pool of money yung ginagamit ng ating professional fund managers to buy and sell into markets, making sure that we are aligned with the investment strategy, whether that's an aggressive equity portfolio or a moderate or balanced portfolio. So having that sense of community and doing it with other people gives me comfort personally na hindi ako mag-isa. So that's one thing to look into, ka-RFFs. Kasi when you're investing in a mutual fund or UITFs, automatically, diversified ka na, pero automatically, mas marami ka ring kasama in this journey.
For sure, marami dito mga ka-RFF. If lalo na kung meron na kayong investment, naglagay lang sila, then that's it. Iniwan na nila na matagal, di na nila nabalikan. So, although you've mentioned kanina earlier, Sir Enro, about discipline, minsan kasi ang mga Pilipino kulang talaga sa konting nudge no? Parang, paano kaya natin sila matutulungan sa part na yun?
I think, and medyo i-plug lang natin yung platform natin na si Ramver Online. That's one reality that we really experience sa Ramver na minsan alam na nga ng clients natin na kailangan mag-invest, kailangan monthly. So what we did is, why don't we automate it for them? Diba? What they need to do na lang is to register their amount and the fund that they want to invest in. Tapos through auto-debit arrangement, through the banks, tayo na yung nagko-collect and nag-invest on their behalf. So parang if you're an employee, familiar kayo na every payslip may kaltas na yung Pag-ibig, may kaltas na yung SSS. Mas madali na yon kasi yung nakuha mong pera, net of those charges, is gagastusin mo na for your lifestyle. So yun yung gusto nating gawin in terms of their investments also. Na tayo na yung magko-collect on their behalf para automated na sa ating mga ka-RFFs. Hindi na nila kailangan isipin to every month or every week. So I think that's one way, automation, being able to automate your finances. But also number 2, making sure na talagang community. We go back to that. Appreciation for other people being accountable and having that appreciation for learning together and being part of a community.
So, kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan, Sir Enro, itong fund managers, mutual funds, pero hindi talaga maaalis sa isipan ng mga ka-RFFs natin at mga bagong investor dyan, ay may fees na babayaran. Minsan kasi pag naririnig nila na may babayaran kang fee, parang napapaisip sila na, ay may babayaran, tapos paano ako kikita? Ibig sabihin, mababawasan pa yung porsyento ko. So, why do beginners focus so much on fees instead of their long-term behavior?
Oo nga, and I think that's one thing that we always see in our community and also in our comments kasi yun nga si mutual funds and UITFs, it's supposed to be stress-free. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Bibigyan natin yung stress sa ating mga professional fund managers. Pero dahil stress-free, ay may stress fee.
Fee.
So, yung stress fee na yun, syempre, yung binibigay natin sa kanila. And similar nga to the analogy of the driver, we get the value back. And let me tell you a story to best illustrate this. Nung pandemic, syempre, lockdown, and I believe ka-RFFs, lahat kayo na-experience rin to. Parang, ang dami nating oras. Biglang, pwede na akong mag-trading ulit, pwede na akong mag-look into the markets ulit. So, yun yung ginawa natin nung 2020. So, syempre, lockdown, we were living with our parents. Si Boss Rex, trader rin yan. So, sa dining table, every lunchtime or every dinner time, napapag-usapan, ano ba yung bibilhin natin? Ano na yung magandang stock that can really take advantage of the situation that we're in? So that yun nga every crisis is an opportunity. So early on, talagang maganda yung performance ng stock portfolio ko. Dahil nakita ko siya, talagang everyday nasusubaybayan ko yung news, yung financial markets. Pero unti-unti mga ka-RFFs nung 2021, 2022, parang yung dating lahat green, nagiging red na unti-unti. And that was when I was shifting towards putting more into my professionally managed funds, my mutual funds, and my UITFs. Kasi hindi ko na nababantayan And for me to allocate time and effort is also opportunity cost to do my best at work. Yung belief ko, may God-given talents tayong lahat. May opportunities tayo in front of us, whether that's in our work, in our profession, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, a marketer, a salesperson. Kung dun tayo magaling, why not dun tayo mag-focus? And we let our professional fund managers, yun yung talent nila, yun dun sila magaling, handle our hard-earned money. And I believe, mas efficient pa ganun. So, yung portfolio ko ngayon, hindi naman completely zero sa stocks, no? Pero mas long-term na yung strategy ko. Mas long-term stocks and also dividend-paying stocks similar to REITs. Pero karamihan ng ating portfolio ay nasa funds na. Diba? Sa Ramper Online. Kasi pag inopen mo na lang yung Ramper Online, ay kita mo na how your funds are performing. At yun na lang yung iisipin mo, yung magkano ba yung ilalagay ko dito every month versus every day, ano yung kailangan kong bilhin, ano yung kailangan kong ibenta.
Kasi minomonitor pa, di ba?
Oo. And the benefit is, performance talaga. This is a challenge to you, ka-RFFs. If you can outperform some of your funds, then good for you. But I believe for most of us who can't really look into the markets every day, hindi natin mabibit ang ating professionally managed funds. Last year, 2025, yung highest performing fund natin ay around 43 or 44%, no? Ang ating, and available yun sa Ramper Online. Yung stock portfolio nyo ba ay naka-achieve ng 43 or 44% for 1 year, 12 months, no? Net of fees na yun, net of all taxes and fees, 44%. So, yun lang, reality check. If you want to look into it, if you still want to do trading, fine, do it yourself. It's your journey. Pero our advice is, our recommendation is, start with mutual funds and UITFs.
Yes. So, sige, share ko din naman yung part ko. As I've mentioned kanina mga RFF, when it comes kasi sa investing, mag-1 year pa lang akong nag-i-invest. And I tell you, pag naka-invest kasi kayo talaga sa mutual funds and sa UITF, parang minomonitor ko lang siya kung ano yung galaw niya. Ang common mistake ko talaga, hindi ko na i-deny. Nung time na nag-invest kasi ako, nasa peak siya. Tapos nung may nangyari, bumagsak, syempre. And of course, as a first-time investor, nakakakaba. But since I am surrounded ng mga, family ko here sa Ramper, they also assured me na eventually, tataas din yan. Lalo na kasi ako ay aggressive investor. So, basically, yung funds na nilagay ko sa Ramper Online is for long term. So, hindi ko talaga siya gagalawin for the next 5 years or so. Pero nakakatuwa din kasi tingnan kung paano yung ups and down niya. But eventually, pataas siya. Parang may mga certain dips lang. depende sa market, depende sa current event, but eventually pataas siya. And ako, of course, I can't wait to see how my funds will perform in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And ayun, kaya ako din nasabi na, okay, mutual funds works for me. And I hope it also works for you. And ma-share ko din pala ito sa inyong mga ka-RFF, tsaka Sir Enro. Before nung pandemic, di ba uso-uso yung mga small businesses?
Oo,
TikTok.
mga racket.
Before, yung father ko, binigyan kami ng money. Ako, siya yung kapatid kong pangalawa. Pinapili kami, gusto mo ba mag-stocks or gusto mo mag-business? Ako kasi, mga ka-RFF, ako ay entrep student back then. So, ang pinili ko, business. Yung binigyan niya akong kapital, tapos ako mag-start ng business ko, piniikot ko. Eventually, na-ROI ko naman and such. Tapos yung kapatid ko, na ako panganay ha, yung pangalawa, nag-stock siya. The reason why hindi ako nag-stocks back then, because hindi ako knowledgeable and sobrang technical niya talaga. Like, kailangan mong tingnan lagi yung galaw ng market. To cut the story short, napabayaan niya, negative na siya. So, kung yung perang nilabas niya, wala na, hindi na niya talaga napakinabangan. And, para siyang short story na, if hindi pa kayo ready sa isang klaseng investment na alam mo hindi naman para sa inyo, parang hindi namin siya ni-recommend na puntahan nyo. But here kasi sa mutual fund, okay, sa UITF and sa mga funds na meron kami kay Ramper, mas mainam siya if you're a first-time investor. And let's say, you, katulad ni Sir Enro, 13 years na siyang nag-i-invest. So I'm sure, hindi lang mutual funds and UITFs ang meron siya. Yun yung pwedeng una niyang investments. But as the times goes by, kung mas naging confident na si Sir Enro, dadami na yan. Doon na kayo pumasok sa stocks, pumasok sa crypto, and other types. But here kay Ramver, no, yun yung parang pinopromote and, finifeed namin din sa inyo na sobrang daming material, sobrang daming advices. We have an ROC. We also have like a talk. May mga seminars din kami dito sa Ramver Online. And once na nakikita nyo kasi na nag-grow yung asset na, the combined money na you have, para siyang kinda addicting na pataasin siya. If you hit the certain goal, ito ulit, pataas siya ng pataas.
Oo, parang may psychological effect, no? And that's
parang
why...
nahabol mo.
Oo, kaya sa Ramper Online, if you look at your accounts, no, may linear chart tayo. And every time you add to your investment, tataas siya ng tataas. Whether what happens to the market. So that's why rin it's good that you've invested for a year kasi nafe-feel mo yung psychological effects nun na nakikita mo nag-grow yung pera mo. Yes, maybe nag-negative siya nung una, pero over time tumaas rin siya. And I'm sure, as you all know, medyo rocky pa nga tayo sa local market. Pero mataas yung performance ng fund managers natin despite the low market. What more kung tumaas pa yung financial markets natin dito sa Pilipinas, di ba?
So parang sinasabi din namin dito mga ka-RFF na today is the right time to invest. Kasi sooner or later, tataas din yan. Okay? Although it's not guaranteed, but historically, ganun kasi yung nangyayari eh. There's always an event, then, ayun, pataas ulit, di ba?
Yeah. So your financial future depends on what you do today. Mga ka-RFF. Hindi tomorrow, hindi next week, hindi next month, today. Ano yung gagawin mo today for your financial future?
Now, dahil sa technology, di ba, mas naging accessible na ang investing. Kasi dati, na-mention din ata ni Boss Rex, wala pang nung wala pang technology, mahirap pa mag-invest, parang may na-mention siya sa akin. Kasi sobrang
paper forms pa nun. Ayun. Kailangan i-print mo yung application form, hihingi ka sa agent, isa-sign mo lahat, tapos papadala mo, wala pang lalamove nun. So yung messenger nyo, or ipapapick up mo.
Mail pa.
Kailangan wet signature. So, and you had to have big money, lalo na sa ating international investments.
Dapat malaki daw ata capital before.
Oo, parang $1 million yung minimum for your international instruments. So ngayon, we're in an opportune time. Talagang maganda yung opportunity natin ngayon kasi the markets have changed eh. It's now more accessible to us, mga ka-RFFs. Hindi nga kailangan i-convert eh. Dati, kailangan in dollars ka mag-invest for your international. Ngayon, peso na lang yung invest mo, tapos yung fund provider na yung magko-convert para sa'yo, mag-i-invest para sa'yo, and ikaw, yun nga, you focus on your profession, your career, and let the fund managers strategize and grow your money for you.
So, sa Ramver kasi, mga ka-RFF, di ba, meron tayong foreign, meron tayong Asian, tapos meron tayong Philippine. Lahat yun in peso. Kumbaga, mag-i-invest ka in Ramver, in peso lang. Hindi nyo na kailangan dollar exchange or what. Hindi na, okay? Kaya sobrang seamless na. Parang lahat ng kailangan nyo, binibigay na ni Ramver. But nga pala, okay, kung nakikita nyo sa harap, we have here Ramver Online. So, what is Ramver Online pala, Sir Enro? And what is the core purpose of it?
Ramver Online, to be honest mga ka-RFFs, si Ramver Online talagang baby ko yan. So, I joined Ramver Financials officially nung 2021. Pero syempre, growing up, Ramver has always been in my blood, in my family, and we always talk about it. But officially, I joined Ramver as a full-time work kasi we wanted to contribute and make a difference. As you know, Trisha, I came from a corporate background. I was in digital, yun nga, sa Globe. I was able to learn a lot. Ang dami kong natutunan. I tip my hat and I really thank my mentors, my bosses, kasi yung experience ko na yun sa Globe really shaped me to who I am today. And Ramver Online is the fruit of that. Kasi nga, very traditional si Ramver nung panahon. We wanted to innovate, not just through marketing, di ba? Now that we're doing online, YouTube, social media, even TikToks and Reels, kailangan yung fulfillment rin, online na rin. Kasi there was a time during the pandemic na, oo nga, online nga yung marketing natin, yung YouTube natin. Pero pagdating ng inquiries, okay, gusto ko na mag-apply. Traditional yung nangyayari. I-email natin yung form, ipiprint nila yung form, sasignan nila yung form, isa-scan nila, kasi email ulit nila. Tapos, yun nga, it's a full step process. Pero with Ramver Online, the goal is really to simplify our RFF's journey to wealth creation. So, that's really it, no? Making it as simple as possible.
Siyempre, as I mentioned nga kanina, it's a digital era. Sino yung ideal users ng Ramver Online?
Actually, we don't want to really alienate anyone from using Ramver Online kasi it's not now, as we see it, and this is proven by the pandemic, it's not really by age anymore. It's really by demographic and behavior. If you're digital first, if you really want to have access to your portfolio anytime, anywhere, right on your phone, right on your laptop, then Ramver Online is for you. Kasi, syempre, contrasting that to kailangan, kunyari, in your postpaid or your telco, di ba? Minsan may mga customers na, ay gusto ko, may tatawagan ako para tatanong ko yung plan ko or ano yung nangyari, may disconnection or down ata ako. So, there are people who want different ways and define exceptional service differently. But with Ramver Online, we make everything very simple, very convenient, very seamless. Down to the last detail, no? Kasi yun nga, passion ko talaga digital. Even in terms of the design, in terms of the features, we wanted to make sure that we give the best experience to our RFFs. Make sure that they're on the right track and they're working towards their goals. So if you go into your Ramver Online, we have our charts there looking into the performance, no? Your linear chart for your performance over time. Meron rin tayong pie chart to see your asset allocation. Ano ba yung allocation mo sa Fund A versus Fund B? You also have your risk profiler, making sure na we recommend funds based on your risk profile. Kasi ayaw naman namin mag-recommend ng aggressive investment, pero moderate ka pa lang. So, yun nga, those tools are very, very relevant. And as you said, no, may pa-teaser tayo na may pabongga tayong surprise sa Ramver Online this 2026. But, hindi natin sila bibitinin sa teaser. Syempre, may mga features rin tayo na every week, every month we come out with. And our most recent one is our fund categories. Very exciting yun kasi as you know, si Ramver Online, dati nagsimula ho tayo 3 funds lang. Ngayon, 30 plus funds na. So, syempre, sa dami ng funds, we want to help our ka-RFFs know what funds are right for them, the funds and strategies that they believe in and they want to learn more about, have more appreciation about. So we now have fund categories. So if you click invest now, you will see the different funds recommended to you based on risk profile. But if you click on categories, may kita na nila, okay, ito yung best performing, ito yung global funds, ito yung mga thematic funds, whether that's technology, consumer, healthcare, sustainability, merong local funds or dividend-paying funds. So different types of fund categories are there to help you and to guide you towards making the best decision for your investments.
Shock, it's pretty normal din mga ka-RFF na syempre, these funds, yung mga categories na na-mention ni Sir Enro may be confusing sa inyo at first, which is why we also have mga short reels na ginagawa dito at Ramver na dinidiscuss namin the differences of each fund. So, better check it out din mga ka-RFF para mas malinawan kayo kung anong fund ang perfect para sa inyo. Kasi hindi naman siya yung parang, yung huhulaan mo na test, A, B, C, D, kung anong namang mapili mo, anong machine mo, hindi siya ganun, okay? Mas maganda rin talaga na go to a certain fund na naniniwala ka and confident ka. Kasi ganun yung ginagawa ko eh. I also look at anong mga companies inside this fund, naniniwala ba ako sa kanila, confident ba ako sa kanila, nakikita ko ba na in the next few years magta-thrive sila para alam kong pataas din yung investment ko. Kasi yun nga, that's the really importance of learning and pag-aaral. Kasi kapag napag-aralan mo kung ano yung papasukin mo, high chances are mas lessen yung mistake na pwede mong ma-encounter and what. And since we're talking about Ramver Online, Sir Enro, ano yung nagawa ni Ramver Online, lalo na sa mga first-time or beginner investor?
I think it's a lot, and I boil it down to maybe a few points. Number one is really the approval process. Parang before kasi you had to really go through the application form, the requirements, whatnot. In Ramver Online, what we did is we simplified it. It will be similar to your online banking apps that you can fulfill in your smartphone or laptop. Doon ka na mag-upload ng documents. And in a way, there was an SEC circular kasi that we took advantage of. We leveraged na in line with financial inclusion, limited lang yung kailangan mong requirements para mag-start sila mag-invest. So, during the pandemic, this was released and that's why Ramver Online applied it. You only need one Philippine government-issued ID and a few other fields. You can complete this in as quick as 5 to 10 minutes. And within the next business day, we can easily approve your account. As long as, syempre, everything is online, everything is accurate and in place. So that's one, in terms of the approval process, Filipinos can now have an approved account as soon as possible. Number two is also payments. Since digital na nga siya, mas madali nang magbayad para sa investment mo. You don't need to visit a branch, visit us sa office to put your cash or your check. You can now all do this online, diba? Through your banking apps or through your GCash or Maya, diba? You can transfer through InstaPay or PesoNet. If gusto nyo talaga ng check or over-the-counter deposit sa bank, pwede rin yun sa Ramver Online. And then lastly, yun nga, since we're all going through our financial journey, it's really the learning ecosystem. It's Ramver giving you the knowledge, all of these tools, videos, articles, and this community to make sure that you're on your track to achieve yun nga, your financial goals.
Thank you so much, Sir Enro, for that input. And again, everyone, Ramver Online was really developed and made for investors like you para alam niyo mas seamless na at mas pinadali. Kasi aside from the fear, isa din kasi yung masyadong technical, masyado sila naguguluhan or so nahihirapan mag-invest. But here, everything is simplified, everything is laid out. Ang kailangan nyo lang talaga is mag-start. Okay? What makes guidance important at the beginning stage ng pag-invest?
Yeah, I think it goes back to that, yung feeling na hindi ka mag-isa. And that's what the community gives you. On top of yun nga, how mutual funds and UITFs are actually structured, di ba? It's feeling na, yung mga tanong ko, tinatanong rin ng iba. Yung mga feeling ko pala or mga fears ko, fear rin
Ng
pala ng
iba.
iba. And that's the type of community, that's the type of engagement that we want from our ka-RFFs. Kasi we want to ensure that you're not alone, diba? We want you to trust the process, gain confidence, not just in Rampver, but also in yourselves. Kasi minsan yung fear is, kaya ko ba to? Is this really for me? Is this going to help me towards my goals? It's also the community's benefit is magka-confidence ka sa sarili mo na talagang para sa'yo to. You really need to invest in yourself, invest your hard-earned money so that your money can eventually work for you.
Ayun nga, mga ka-RFF, yung community kasi sobrang important nan. 'Di ba, as I've mentioned kanina, before, meron naman din akong ipon. Dati kasi ang tawag ko sa kanya ipon eh. Pero naniniwala ako na yung ipon, investment, emergency fund, magkakaiba siya. Minsan nakaka-categorize natin siya as one. But once I started investing and then napapaligiran naman ako ng mga, family ko dito sa Ramver, mas, alam mo yun, alam ko kung kailan mag-i-invest, kailan yung magandang opportunity, kailangan kalmado lang ako, nung nag-dip yung market. Having a community is very important kasi alam mong hindi ka mag-isa, as mentioned nga din ni Sir Enro. And having a community, alam mo yung parang lahat kayo, inaangat niyo yung bawat isang pataas. Kasi I think lahat naman tayo gugustuhin alam mo yung maging success in life, whether financial man siya or hindi. So with all of the topics na we've talked about, ano po yung message nyo para sa mga taong takot pa rin mag-start?
I think I put this in a framework, and this is something that you can apply in your lives, in your finances, even in your career or profession. Big sa akin yung mga framework eh. So, for me to achieve my goals, I need 3 things. Inertia, momentum, and sequence. So, medyo gusto natin yung physics. So, inertia is you need to get it started. Start small. Diba? If you want to read a book, start with 1 page, 2 pages. If you want to start, try to break it down into something that you can really achieve. Diba? Minsan, nakita natin, I want to walk 10,000 steps a day. Minsan, it's a big goal. But just start with 1,000. Yung 1,000 na yun, 10 minutes lang yun. So, if you start with just 10 minutes every day, at least, then you will hit that 1,000. Reading a book, similar. 2 pages, 3 pages. Very easy. Pero sometimes, we find ourselves na after those 10 minutes, parang ayaw mo nang huminto. Diba? Because you already have the second one, momentum. Keep it going. How do you keep the ball rolling? And this is where enjoyment comes into play. Kasi minsan yung thinking natin sa finances is it's boring, it's not exciting. We want to be able to enjoy the process so that we can keep going in our financial journey. So we also want our ka-RFFs to reward yourselves, di ba? Enjoy and celebrate the small wins. Kunyari, na-promote ka, similar to the example earlier, nagka-bonus ka, try to buy something special, not with a whole bonus, but something small but significant enough na it's a reminder to yourself na pinaghirapan mo to. Diba? So that's momentum. And then lastly, sequence. Kasi you can't keep playing at the same level. Parang sa gaming, kung mahilig kayo mag-game, ka-RFFs, kailangan you move to the next level. Whether that's, yun nga, investing in now global markets kasi dati local ka pa lang, you now want to diversify, or you're looking into, for example, kaka-finish mo pa lang sa building your emergency fund. You're now looking into a protection plan or into investment. Go to that sequence. You can't stop with just emergency fund. So again, those are the 3 things. Now you can apply this anywhere in your life. Inertia, how to get it started. Momentum, how to keep it going. And then sequence, how to level up and move on to the next step.
Such a powerful tip na binigay ni Sir Enro. And ayun nga, alam mo yun, kahit na, kung tutusin, at the age 31, it's still young. But sobrang dami ng experiences na nagawa ni Sir Enro. And the one clear message for Filipino po, Sir Enro, na gusto yung ibigay before starting their financial journey. Just one clear message.
Don't do it alone. I think that's the main takeaway from this. Don't do it alone. It's going to be hard. It's going to exert a lot of motivation, willpower. Parang nasa sarili mo yon. Pero if you do it with a community, you get at least one accountability partner, whether that's your spouse, di ba? Wife, husband, or your mom, or a friend. Then, at least may accountability partner ka. May kausap ka when it comes to money, with your finances. And it makes the load a bit lighter. Kasi if you do it alone, medyo mahirap. That's why we encourage our CarFFs, please join our community. We again will put the description link below, and we're always here no to guide you. So help us help you. Kung may mga tanong pa kayo na hindi namin nasagot, comment down below. Comment in our Ramver online community, and we will make sure that we will answer all of your questions so that you can start and continue your journey towards financial freedom.
If you're just starting, mutual funds or UITFs are a smart first step. And with Rever Online, investing becomes simple, guided, and accessible. Muli, ako si Trisha, your host for today's podcast, together with Sir Enro Mendoza. And see you in our next episode.